I cut the moringa down, and he's trying to
harvested moringa the other day that before the freeze, we took it off the tree and cut the tree stalks down so that it wouldn't freeze and hurt all the moringa. So now I've got to dehydrate all of this or put it on drying racks so that it won't go bad. And what I'm going to use it for is to make like a green powder, which can go in soups or it can be used in smoothies or whatever. Medicinally, because moringa is so healthy. And so to save time and not have, I'm going to save these stalks because they are good to put in the garden because they have so many nutrients in them. And the chickens don't like them. So I'm just stripping the leaves. As you can see, they're starting to get a little wilty from the cold, but it's very easy to just strip the leaves off like this. And then we just dehydrate the leaves. And I've got a sparkling clean sheet here that no one has walked on or anything. And my feet are back here. And we're just gonna keep doing this until there's no more moringa on the stalks. And we don't want to waste food or medicine. Or fertilizer for our garden. And when we're done, hopefully we'll just have a bunch of leaves. Some of them are already starting to dry out. I wanted to show a little bit closer what's going on here because I've been working on this for about 30 minutes or so, and the leaves are pretty easy to strip off, but you see I have this pile here in front of me, and I don't know if you can tell. I'm going to bring those up close, but these leaves are like yellowing already, and they've already fallen off of the stems. If you see here, I can just pull this up like that, and this is like the middle of the box, and most of these leaves have already gone bad. Like I have some that are okay, but most of these have already gone bad. And I picked these I harvested these on Friday because it was gonna freeze on Friday night. And they've been in the garage, so they didn't get frozen. They haven't been getting wet, but they're just a yucky mess. The majority of what here was in the bottom. I'd say probably a third of what I harvested. Looks like it's already gone bad. So note to self, you really need to get to these the same day, I guess, that you harvest them. But the problem with this not being able to do that this year is because Saturday was Christmas Eve, and well, we were babysitting Friday. Saturday was Christmas Eve, and then Sunday was Christmas Day, and today is Monday. So I literally did it as soon, I left it on the tree as long as I could. I mean, I guess I could have harvested it Thursday and put stripped it all Thursday. And then I wouldn't have had this problem, but it being the holidays, I had so much going on already that I just was trying to leave it to the last minute, and this is what happened. So yes, I have a mess in my lap. That's why I have a sheet down here, so I can just pick all this stuff up, roll it up and take it outside and throw it on the garden, on the compost when I'm done. And I'm not sure that I'm going to get much more out of this. I think I might just pick through here and get the ones that are still good, like this. And then just leave all this that's fallen off just there. I mean, you can see what's viable. It's still, what's viable isn't falling off, and the stuff that's no good is just falling off already fallen off the sticks. So it's unfortunate. That's a lot of wasted nutrition, I guess, except that I can perhaps use it in the garden as a fertilizer. You know, it'll add nutrients back to the soil, so I guess it's not a total loss. It's just a little disappointing because I really thought it would hold up for longer than 3 days, but I guess I was wrong. Anyway, that's that. I will show you the rest of the process once I'm done going through this and cleaning it up. So now we're going to get as much as we can in our dehydrator trays so that we can start drying it out and make a powder. I do have some powder that I made before out of a little bit from earlier this summer. And so I'm just gonna put this on the trays and see how much I can get on there and get dried out. I think, you know, maybe it'll shrink a little bit, so I'm going to start out like that, and I guess we'll figure it out as we go. I'm going to set the dehydrator to the lowest feature, which is 95, because I think at like 100 it starts to cook stuff, and you don't want to do that with greens. So we don't want to cook it, we just want to dehydrate it. And we're going to go for just 26 hours. I can turn it off whenever. And then I'm going to get my trays. That go on here. And I like to alternate solid. I don't think you have to, but I like to alternate solid with, oh, that's way too much. So this is the first time I've used the dehydrator. Usually I do it on a screen. So we're gonna have to see how well it will hold up on here. And just for airflow purposes, I usually just alternate these between screen and tray. Definitely not going to have enough space. For all of this. But I'm hoping, since these are loose, that it'll still dehydrate. We will find out. We will find out. Looks like I probably have 2 dehydrators full, and that's if I'm packing them pretty tight like this. check it in a couple of hours and we will see where we are with it. This is a clean counter, so I don't feel bad. A little bit of dust from them, which I will shake them off before I dehydrate them. After I dehydrate them, I will shake them off. They were pretty clean. There wasn't really a whole lot of, it had just rained. And so I just let them dry a little bit, and then we had to chop the whole tree down, so to try and save it from freezing, because it's been in the 20s since Friday night, and there's no way any of this would have survived. So at least we got maybe 2/3 of our harvest here. And see what happens. Took about 24 hours on 95 degrees. And it's very crunchy, which is what you want to hear. I had 6 trays in here. And what would not fit in there, I put on these screens that obviously they're not near as dry. But they're starting to dry. But anyway, I have these 2 screens here in this bedroom full. So, and the fan is on very low just to give it a little airflow, but I forgot to video, so just going to show you. So these are the screens that were on the porch. On the bed in the back room for a couple weeks. And these are clean screens that we used to have in the windows, or I don't know if they actually ever were put in the windows, but anyway, they've been sanitized. So it has this countertop because I'm not trying to put some nasty food up. The countertop has been cleaned, and I have to do it that way because that's the only way I can get that stuff totally off the screen. I guess I could put it on a sheet or something, but they're so big. I just gather it up, cram it in these jars as tight as I can, and then eventually I can powder it and use it that way. I don't have any, or just take some out and put it in soup, stews, lasagna, all kinds of stuff like that. It's good, really healthy. You can make a tea out of it. Anyway, that's what it is. And I will share a photo when I'm done.